a meadow-style incline lateral raise where you alternate between going behind your back and in front of your body. These are so good because by lying against an incline bench, you get most resistance from the dumbbell, while your delt is most stiff.
Right,
3 new
get
exercises in phase 2 of my pure bodybuilding program. First, a meadow-style incline lateral raise where you alternate between going behind your back and in front of your body. These are so good because by lying against an incline bench, you get most resistance from the dumbbell, while your delt is most stretched. Second, bottom half Smith squats. These are brutal because you never get to rest at full lockout. Your quads are just continuously hammered in the deep stretch. Actually, somewhat look forward to doing these though. They're a fun new challenge each week. If you want to get tortured with me, check out the link in my bio.
What exactly went down, and
cable
who are the
rows.
main
Because your whole body is
players in
braced
this
against the
whole
floor,
saga?
these give a very secure feel. And because this cable is free to move, you can lock into the plane of motion where you feel your lats the best. For me, that's with my elbow more tucked into my side.
You've probably seen Nippard stuff online. The guy's got like 3.5 million subscribers on YouTube alone.
Yeah, he's huge.
And he's known for his whole like science-based approach to fitness.
Yeah, he's all about the science.
Exactly. Now, Van Wyck, on the other hand, he's more your old school bodybuilder.
Right.
Not so much into all the sciencey stuff, more about just, you know, lifting heavy and getting those gains.
So it seems like these different approaches to fitness are kind of at the heart of this feud, right?
No, absolutely. It's like a clash of these two different philosophies of bodybuilding.
So how did it all go down? How did we go from online disagreement to like an actual physical altercation?
Well, a video surfaced online a little while back, and it shows Van Wyck confronting Nippard in the gym. It's actually pretty intense. I'm looking at the footage right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's Van Wyck just straight up grabs Nippard by the throat, shoves him to the ground. I mean, it's not just a difference of opinion. You know, it gets really personal.
It's crazy how quickly things escalated. Wow. So what happened after the altercation? Did either of them say anything?
Yeah. So Nippard went on Instagram and shared his side of the story.
Yeah.
He was pretty shaken up, understandably.
I bet.
But thankfully, a CT scan showed that he was okay.
That's good, at least.
Yeah. And he mentioned that there were witnesses and that the altercation actually went on longer than what was shown in that initial video that went viral.
Really?
Yeah. He actually claimed that Van Wyck jabbed him in the throat not once but twice before going after his cameraman.
Oh, wow. That's intense. So this wasn't just a random act of gym rage, then. It sounds like there was something brewing between them online before this whole thing went down.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This had been building up for a while.
So what were Van Wyck's main criticisms? What was he saying about Nippard's science-based training?
Well, Van Wyck was pretty vocal online about it. He basically questioned the whole idea of science-based training, like it was all a big sham. He basically implied that guys like Nippard were all talk and no action.
Yeah.
You know, more interested in selling supplements and fancy workout routines than actually putting in the work themselves.
Interesting. So he was really going after Nippard's whole brand and approach to fitness.
Exactly. And then Nippard made that video, you know, responding to the criticisms.
Oh, right, right. That seemed to be like the final straw for Van Wyck, right?
Yeah, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Nippard defended his methods in that video, pointed to his own physique as proof that his methods worked, and he even called out Van Wyck.
Oh, really?
Not directly by name or anything, but it's pretty obvious who he was talking about.
Yeah, I can see how that would escalate things.
Totally. It was like the final straw for Van Wyck.
So what do you make of this whole situation? It's more than just a gym fight or a disagreement over workout routines, isn't it? It feels like it speaks to something bigger. Something about like validation, finding your own path in the fitness world, and maybe even that pressure to conform to one specific ideal.
Right. You hit the nail on the head there. It's like everyone's trying to figure out the right way to train, the best way to get results. And that can lead to a lot of pressure and competition and, unfortunately, sometimes even aggression, like we saw in this case.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame because at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to improve themselves.
Exactly. And it's easy to get caught up in the whole online fitness world, you know? You're bombarded with all these different methods and opinions, and it's easy to feel like you need to pick a side or follow one specific guru.
Right. It's easy to get lost in the noise.
And I think that's what we're seeing here. Two guys who are both passionate about fitness, but maybe let their egos and their online personas get in the way of what really matters.
It's a good reminder that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to fitness, right? What works for one person might not work for another, and that's okay.
Absolutely. It's about finding what works for you and tuning out all that noise and negativity.
Well said. So for anyone listening who might be new to the fitness world or just trying to navigate all the different information out there, what's the one thing you would want them to take away from this whole situation?
That's a great question. I think the biggest takeaway is this. Be wary of anyone who claims to have all the answers or tries to tell you that their way is the only way.
That's good advice.
There's so much information out there, and it's easy to get caught up in the hype, but at the end of the day, you have to trust your gut and do what feels right for you.
Love it. Such a good point. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap things up here. I think this whole situation really highlights the importance of approaching fitness with a critical eye and remembering that it's okay to carve your own path.
I couldn't agree more.
Thanks for breaking it all down with me today. It's been enlightening.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Until next time, everybody stay informed, stay safe, and keep those gains coming.
And maybe leave the drama at the gym door.
Haha, right.